Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. I am Vitskugga and tonight we'll be playing some Dungeons & Dragons as we continue Calamity of Astralia, session 26. Currently we are one person down and one person less on camera, but otherwise we should be doing just fine. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens tonight. I don't think I have anything else to add at the moment, so let's just start getting into the game. Just a reminder that you can spend your channel points to redeem different outcomes to affect the game, like nat 1s, nat 20s, advantage disadvantage, healing potions, resurrect someone who died this session and this session only, give someone a random magical item, or cast a wild magic search on next spell cast. And they even have a lore explanation for it. So why not just take the chance? Who knows what will happen? And the music you'll be hearing is by Kevin MacLeod. And beyond that, I don't think there's anything else to add. So let's just get into the game. Say hi to the players. Let's get started. Hello everyone.
Hello.
Are you guys ready for some D&D?
Yosh.
Yep.
Nice. Nice. Also, why are you capturing the wrong one? No, that's also the wrong one. That's the wrong one. That's the right one. We do progress. Cool. So.
Holy crap, that's a delay. Okay, Twitch, get it together.
Yes, Twitch is mildly delayed, or maybe it's OBS. I don't know. Something is delayed.
Yeah,
way.
with your potato.
With my potato, yes. Or as I like to say, it's my PC made by a Happy Meal package without content. The only thing that I actually improved so far is my internet, which is not McDonald's Wi-Fi, at least.
No, you upgraded to Espresso House or what?
I mean, My down speed is very good. My up speed is shit. So I need to make a change to that eventually.
I have played on your internet. It's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes.
Yes. So, as per usual, one of the players gets to do a recap from the last session. And if they do it properly, they'll get a point of inspiration they can use to re-roll and roll during the game. So who wants to do that while I'm devouring this ice cream?
But not it.
Already have it.
I mean, I could try, but I wasn't here.
I mean, true.
Yeah, but we started with a fight. And what the badger did it went down or almost went down?
Can't hear you, Jason. Can't hear you.
No?
Oh, no, now I can.
Oh, that's how you can?
Now.
Yeah.
No?
No.
Yes?
Now.
No. No.
The wizard
Okay,
took a hit, lost half life. But we managed, thanks to gas, intervention, godly intervention, not almost one hit the boss of the enemies. So Nessa took him in, we managed to question him a little bit before that. Found out that he didn't complete his mission. That was to kill a paladin. He didn't want to do it. So then he was deemed a traitor. Nessa took him to the paladin's headquarters and spied a little bit on him after they took him away through a keyhole so that he was executed. Everyone but else went to the inn or tavern. They were gonna go Sleeping Swings, I believe, and ordered food, drink from a magic fountain that the barkeep or owner just put his finger in, swooped, and magic ale, booze. Rickon put Cassie in a room to sleep. Marlbor had a little bit of food and tea before he got helped to the room to sleep. And everybody else was just eating and talking when Nessa arrived. When that happened, Rickon left immediately, didn't want to talk to Nessa. Is still having problem with his feelings that she left, because Marlbor was happy that she returned. She was asleep. She didn't really want to talk, so just sat there, didn't do anything really, and just went to sleep. And after a while, I believe everyone else also went to sleep.
Yeah.
That's the whole of it.
Sounds about right. The only thing was that the paladin Nessa was chasing did not refuse to kill a paladin, but he refused to kill someone who he deemed innocent.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So he killed his superior, who was a paladin.
Right.
But
I think
otherwise,
I used last time.
yeah. So you can end up on an inspiration, and if you have it, which I think you do, you can bounce it to someone else.
I'm gonna bounce it to Nessa can have it.
Oh, thank you.
Also, Nessa, I can barely hear you, by the way.
I don't know. I think there's something wrong with my mic. I'm sure. 1 second. I'm gonna try and start it.
Yep. Because you're very far away. But yeah. Brain freeze. In the meantime, we shall just get into the game. So, at the end of last session, you had a rest at the Sleeping Sphinx, run by Hesek, the lizard man barkeep. And you had drinks and food, got some rest, and Yensha decided to leave you guys there for the evening and some of the morning, as she was having to report in to her superiors. So, you all have had a long rest. And I believe you leveled up as well. I think I said that, yes.
Yeah, we did. Is that better, by the way?
Yes, much better.
Oh god.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Sorted. That's better. Don't know why, but I don't know why, but Discord has thought, do you know what? We'll use a microphone that I don't use.
Yep.
But as a microphone.
I think it does it every time there's like a larger update on Discord or something. Like, it just switches to a completely different mic than you're using.
I don't want to use my USB mic. I'm using my headset. Duh.
Yes.
I mean, yesterday Discord decided that Terrace wasn't going to be heard or hear anything, so...
Yeah, but that was Australia.
But usually Australian internet just kicks you off. It doesn't mess with you that way. Just doesn't let you get online.
Yeah, but the Australian internet was sent to the Australia.
Yeah.
Australia is upside
Yeah,
down
basically.
as well, so that might be why as well. No?
I mean, yeah, the government said, who needs fiber? We're not going to install that. Because no one uses it.
Except the rest of the world.
Yeah. And now
Um,
they're like, oh yeah, we should have installed fiber. That sounds like a great idea.
Yeah. So, you guys have had a long rest, and it has been pleasant, although it has been rather humid, warm. So you've most likely been tossed and turned a bit in your sleep. With the exception of Marber, I think, because his scales probably enjoy this type of climate. But for the rest of you, it is just slightly towards the unbearable, but not entirely. At least there's cool sheets and relatively decent ventilation. So you all wake up. Anything in particular you guys are doing when you wake up?
Regular routine, checking where Sapphire is. Cursing the fact that Cass is still not 100%, but feeling a little bit better. Yay!
I think the idea was that you sleep until 12
Yeah,
because you're that exhausted, and
Yeah.
then you get all your exhaustion away.
cool.
So you feel extremely rested, but probably
Yeah.
also like
Yeah, it was the same for
you know
Marber, I
that
believe.
other thing
Yeah,
where your
like,
mouth's completely dry and you just like
what year is
you've been
it?
asleep so long. Yeah.
If I
There
remember
was
correctly, it was me and Cass were both exhausted that much that we both
Yeah.
slept until.
Yeah.
you had 3 points, and we were gonna make it so you get the double sleep, so you had maybe 2 points removed.
Yeah, plus you
And
also had
a
tea.
drink that removed some.
Yeah. You got some drinks that remove your exhaustion as well. So if you're taking the
Thanks for the
full
bar,
double rest, you should have 0 exhaustion.
Nice. Well, then he's just gonna roll out of bed, look for Sapphire, and then just go. What year is it? Wait. Or bleh. Need a shower. A bath.
Anything.
Anything. Oh wait, I know prestidigitation. I can make this better. And I just promptly just cool his clothing down a little bit, just to not feel like he's walking through a blah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, and I believe Cassie was in a room with IGR also.
yes. And before you two wake up, the rest of the party is waking up a little bit early. So, Peligo, what are you doing as you wake up and you do notice that Stoffel is very bothered by this heat? Beligar? I think he's spaced out entirely.
I think he is, yeah.
Yeah. So Belegar, you wake up and you had a long rest, and you notice that Stoffel is kind of bothered by the heat. Very warm. What are you doing as you wake up?
Have breakfast, I think.
Yeah. You had directed down for breakfast.
Yeah.
All right. So you move down, and the moment you go down, Stoffel just straight runs for the fountain and just jumps inside it.
Oh, we're gonna get kicked out.
Yay!
And people kind of look, but no one is really bothered. Most of them are just. And you get the feeling that they are probably used to people running to the fountain the first thing they do after traveling through the desert. So it's a common thing. But your served breakfast, as it was included into your payment of the room, and you are shortly followed by Null and Rickon and Nessa.
Yeah, I was gonna go out a bit early and try and find the nearest magic shop.
How early are we talking about?
As soon as I wake up, probably I'd get up, fill my water skin with as much crystal clear water as I can get. Keeping my new robes, you know, the new clothes to look like I'm not a tourist. With my gold pouch just stuck straight into the front of the t-shirt where nobody can pickpocket me.
Yep.
Because I was told about that. So yeah, it's
Yeah, pickpockets are everywhere.
common.
City. It's more rare to not be
With his sword,
pickpocketed than it is to
yeah.
be pickpocketed. So,
Yeah, with his sword on display, and he'll be holding it just to make sure that people get the gist of pickpocket me and you lose your hand.
yep. So, as you get up relatively early in the morning, Hesek is standing by the bar, and if you're asking him, are you asking him for directions to the magical store, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll ask him if he knows if there's one nearby. I'll go, do you know if they sell a decanter of is it endless water? I think there's something that gives you, well, I believe it would be a useful tool if we're gonna go through a desert.
Well, most of the things when it comes to buying, be it magical or non-magical, you can find at the bazaar. I'd recommend either you go to the relatively new store, the Lock and Key Emporium.
I smack at that.
Otherwise,
sounds good.
who else?
I'll go there.
Okay.
If you've got directions.
Yeah, so if you go outside and you go follow the main road, I'd say maybe 2 blocks. you should see a large opening leading into the bazaar. And you should see the Lock and Key Emporium there. It's rather close to the entrance, so you don't have to look for long.
I'll nod. I'll go, thank you.
Do you want me to
You-
give you some breakfast now, or do you want me to prepare it for you when you return?
Oh. You have any fruit I can just take with me? It's a bit hot.
Sure. We got some dadles, or whatever it's called in English. Daddles.
You
Butler.
just got to put some of those in a bag.
Yeah. Dates.
I have no idea what
Yeah.
those are, but I'm sure they'll be nice.
Dates. Yep.
Dates. Nuts.
It's kind of like plums,
some
or
fresh fruit.
dried fruit.
I prefer more. Well, if you have any like undried fruit.
Is there any pineapples?
Yes, there are.
You have any undried fruit?
I mean, we have undried fruit as well.
Something juicy because it's hot.
How about some papaya then? And he gives you some of that and dates as well.
Okay, I'll just take like a bag of that, and then he goes out and he thanks him.
Would Noel be able to see Rick and leave and shadow him?
Make a perception check.
Where the hell is that?
And a stealth check if you're shadowing him.
Oh,
You don't notice anything.
wait, I want to use my inspiration.
That's a bit better. I'd say you notice him because he's not really sneaking or anything. And he does not notice you at all because you are sneaking back into another campaign or something. I don't know where you're going. Not even the DM knows where you are right now.
You were born in the shadows. I was
Where would they
made
find
in the
that?
shadows.
he gave birth to the shadows.
Null is the night. Except it's mid morning.
No,
You know.
he was born on the day. He told you this before in the cave, but when he was born, the entire heavens turned black for a minute. So he was born in darkness.
So he is the night.
He is the night.
But is he a good night or a bad night?
He's the Dark Knight.
The
He's
darkest
Batman.
night. But yeah, you do see Rickon leave, and I'd say you also hear where he's about to go, and you follow him. And you eventually arrive at the bazaar, and it's having like this large archway, and inside you see a lot of market stands. Some are just about open, some are still closed but packing up, and there's still some early life, but it's not a lot. But you don't look for long before you find a very familiar exterior, which is the Lock and Key Emporium.
Okay, he'll go inside.
All right. And as you
When
go
he
in,
opens the door, when he puts his hand on the doorbell. So, this place. Right next to Rickon.
you notice a hand on your shoulder, Rickon.
Typically, startling a lycanthrope isn't in someone's best interest. Stalking one is definitely not in somebody's best interest.
Oh, but we got to train you to not get stalked.
Why are you following me now?
Nothing better to do.
Nothing better to do. Cool. You could have just gone, oh hey, you're off out, Rickon? Can I join you, Rickon?
Yeah, but this was more fun. Right?
No, I disagree. Fun? No. Maybe for you.
Maybe.
No. Definitely. Right. And I open the door.
All right. You open the door. You enter a very, very familiar place. You enter the Lock and Keys Emporium. However, it looks exactly the same to every single detail as in Edelstuff City.
Including a twink bear in the basement?
Yes, actually. You see both Victoria Key and Adam Locke. Both standing there behind the desk.
Nola's just gonna look at Rickon. Is this why you got here?
No. I was expecting, like, a regular shop. How busy are you two? How many people come into your shop?
Victoria smiles and says, "Oh, darling, we get people all the time. Nothing goes up against
How?
some simulacrums, you know? That's always a good way to multitask. Some
And to
unseen
cut down,
servants,
You know?
you know?
Yeah, and to cut down on staff costs, I guess. You'd have to buy multiple. Yeah.
Wait,
Indeed.
can we use you for travel?
Not really. You see, this is, how to put it? It's like a demi-plane. So, when you open this door in, I assume you came from Silesia. So, when you open that door, you come here. But when you open the door, you come back to Silesia. Well, if you open the door in Edelstuff and you exit, you come out in Edelstuff. Naturally,
So the
I
door
can
went-
decide where I exit, of course, since I made this. Sadly, Adam can't really choose where he gets out, but I can.
Right.
Would have been trap.
I mean, if you needed emergency transportation, I could definitely throw out a teleportation spell for you for a price.
Yep, that was a big map. Right.
Otherwise, I'm sure your friend Casparinos could eventually learn to master that kind of magic as well, and when he does, I'm sure he will be delighted to take you wherever you want.
Yes, because fuck boats.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say
like
fuck
boat
boats,
ride.
because boats have their charm, and you know,
Look,
teleportation is teleportation is.
Yeah, that was an out of character comment.
Oh,
Cass isn't there. He's still sleeping.
oh yeah. I brain farted.
Yeah.
No, no,
Yeah,
yeah,
that was a
because
big
Cassie
brain fart.
doesn't like.
I brain
Four
farted.
boat
Okay.
ride.
Yeah.
She
Probably
doesn't say
said
that.
that in his sleep, just because on a whim, just went fuck boats in general.
She just suddenly got that in her mind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the first thing Cassie says when he wakes up. Just wakes up and goes, "Fuck boats."
Yeah.
No reason, just fuck boats.
Yep.
We're
It's
not
nice.
going on a swingers cruise, Cassie.
No, that's fuck on boats.
Yeah.
People put pineapples next to their doors. Right.
But yeah. What's it just? Well, teleportation can be arranged though with money. It is rather expensive though, so you would probably have to make sure you can afford it.
I thought about the teleportation circle at the house, like we have at home, but what was it, like 20,000 gold piece to have that fucking thing there permanently?
There are ways to make permanent teleportation circles, yes. It is a very costly endeavor. And over the long run, it's expected to cost around that money, yes. 20,000, 30,000 gold pieces, maybe. Maybe even more.
Depending on the price of the wizard.
Yes.
How much does a decanter of endless water cost? Speaking of prices. Oh,
Oh, that's a rather simple.
it's my boy.
It's a rather simple enchantment. However, it is very sought after here in Silesia. So,
Technically, you're in Edelstoff.
technically,
Where
I'm
is
in
the
Silesia.
original store?
Oh, the original store is wherever I please. But I guess you could say Adelstoff is the original. The first.
And let's say I'm buying it in Edelstoff. What's the price in Edelstoff?
If you buy it in Adelstoff, I would say you maybe pay 150. If you buy it here, 200.
And the discount for friends? And I look at Adam. Just blink.
He kind of rolls his eyes a bit, but then smiles at you and says, well, I mean, they're gonna need it, so why don't you give them a discount, Victoria? She looks at
She's gonna
him
detest me.
and then looks
Gonna come
back
in
at you
here
and
every
says,
time I want something.
I don't really mind. Adam's friends are my friends after all, and you have your friend Casparinos as well, unless he fell overboard.
No, just
He looks.
six.
He probably looks like he did at the moment.
Well, let's say 130 gold pieces. Just for friends. But that also means you have to, of course, tell people about us. Right?
Of course. As soon as the barman said the lock and key, I immediately said yes.
Ah, wonderful. Hesek is a wonderful customer. He has been investing a lot in his magical fountain. It's very intriguing idea, very creative.
That's 130, and I give her 130 gold.
How did you know where we were staying?
Well, seeing as you're currently trying to get discounts, you're not at the most expensive one, and you are too classy to be on the cheapest one. And then there's the more aggressive pubs and the more seedy ones. I don't think you'd be going into those as well. So the most average and still decent tavern is the Sleeping Sphinx. So it is very simple to deduce where you're going.
Yeah, no, God.
No? Okay.
You
He
should.
is
You
just
should.
flabbergasted. It's like, did you know?
I mean, I don't have to be a detective to figure that out.
Yeah, no, God.
Our dwarf friend Belgar, he ordered some balls from you, right?
I believe he did. The
would
dwarf
we be able-
was it? Yes.
Yeah, would we be able to pick those up and give them to him? Or do we need to come in person?
What was it you wanted? Blue balls? Blue balls?
What was explosive ball? I don't remember what it was.
Explosive balls?
You'd probably see to that.
Well, normally they have to get it out themselves. As a safety precaution. Oh, Lord Rickon. You're so innocent.
Yep.
Shut up.
But seeing as I know that you are traveling with said dwarf, I'm gonna give you it in a package. And yeah. She takes a small package of bolts of different kinds and put it in a small box. Wraps it up. And then use a wand to make some runic inscriptions in the air over the package. And you see kinda how the cloth kinda seals together.
Security.
And she says, yes. So, you are allowed to carry this package. However, if anyone accepts Belegar open this package, it will explode.
Right.
You can carry his balls, no, right?
I'm gonna take that and carry it carefully.
Be gentle with them.
I'd be careful, yes. The content is not really safe either, so.
Yes, we wouldn't want Belagar's balls to explode all over you. That would be most unfortuitous.
Be nice for you won't have any either.
Yes, I hear blue balls is quite a problem to deal with. Blue balls. It's quite a problem to deal with, I hear. Explosive balls as well. You might want to deal with those before something explodes.
Yes.
Or seek a doctor. I'm not really a medical expert, but I'd recommend seeking a doctor. Maybe a cleric. Don't you have a cleric with you? Maybe he can touch your balls and make sure they're okay.
See, we're gonna have to be careful so they don't explode.
That's what Malbord loved to examine them. He'd make notes and everything. Extensive notes.
I'm
Yes.
guessing friends.
He just puts them on the notebook and draws a copy of them. Like get the right size and everything, you know. Weighs them.
What's that? Say it said. Where is my shake? Yeah. Rickon got the 25 intimidation check.
Huh?
No more jokes.
He just smacks.
Well, is there anything else you might need?
Nice day for fishing, ain't it?
Anything you can think of in the desert? I don't really think there is.
I was just following you to have fun.
I think the decanter is exactly what we need.
Well,
All
aren't
right.
you gonna say hello to your friend before you leave?
My explanation. I thought my exclamation of this store was a hello. But it's nice to know I can see you in most continents whenever I want.
Yes, you should be able to find me in most continents. I mean, well, when I say most, it's currently 4 of them. But there will be more.
Which ones are you not in?
So we're not in Raksul yet, but we are doing negotiations. We're not in North Vale yet, but we're doing negotiations there as well. But it's a bit difficult there. And we are currently making one in Draconia. Bureaucracy is not easy to deal with. But it's going well. People see the needs of magical items still. Although some more than others, I guess. Some are actually quite hostile to it instead.
Yeah, we met someone like that on the boat ride over. What was his name? I don't remember the name. It was Paraphorials. God.
Felix von Radovic.
No, it's a Messail.
Say. Yeah,
Missile. Yeah,
I
the
also-
missiles.
Yes, they do finance a lot of our business, but they are more focused on, I guess, my expertise of weaponry and science and innovation, while
I think
well, they
magic
are
is
rather
cute.
against Victoria Key's expertise. But I I would say that magic and science goes very well in hand. What you can't do with science, you can do with magic, and sometimes some things you can't do with magic, you can do with science. And if you combine them, there's no real limitations. So,
Indeed.
if you need anything, just look for lock and key.
Oh yeah, Adam, before we leave, can you take a look at Rickon's gun? I believe he had some problem when he tried to use it.
Ah, Rickon, you broke it already. I taught you better.
I think it was the storm that broke it, not Rickon.
Oh, well, that could explain it.
Once again. Shut up.
Oh, for fuck's sake. You tricked me again.
Yeah.
But yeah, he goes, actually, there was a huge storm, and I think the seawater salted the mechanism. Either that or it just doesn't work. And I put it down on the gun. Put it on the desk.
It shouldn't be affected by salt necessarily, unless it's under that treatment for a long time. However, it could, of course, cause some minor dysfunctions in the gun if you're not careful. And
Tried to shoot someone with it. It didn't work.
Well, I hope you got to kill the one who you tried to shoot at.
Did I get him?
Don't remember.
No, I think I got a guy on the boat. And then I got another guy who shot at Stoffel.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't think I think Cassie got that guy. He magic missiled him pretty good.
Yep. Well, this shouldn't take too long. And he takes out his tinkering tools and he takes you by the hand and drags you with him to a table. And he says, "Now look here, this is how you do it." And he shows every detail of how he's cleaning it up and repairing it. And
He just stands there politely with his hands behind his back watching.
And I'll say next time, if you remember, next time it breaks, you have advantage on your repair roll.
Cool.
So yeah. Hopefully you shouldn't have any issues, especially here in the desert. It's not as wet.
Pretty dry.
No, but we are going into a jungle.
You should still be fine unless you decide to dip it in deep ponds of water or rivers. And even then it
I
should
don't.
work.
Yeah,
I'm
that
not
would
really-
never happen.
Not really a fan of going into water, so I think yes, that should be fine. Should avoid that.
Victoria chimes in and says, "Well, if you go into the desert, I recommend you being very careful. Not a lot of people come through the jungle and survives. So you should be on your guard." And
Joy.
We managed to get a local guide also to help us.
well, that should be good. Also, which
Annoyingly,
direction? Are you going to the Amazanga jungles?
Amazanga, yeah.
I mean, there's still a very few that survives there, but I'd be slightly more worried if we went to the one in the west. Because there's rumors of very big lizard creatures. Ancient beings. So.
Noted, we will not go west.
Still be careful. The druids over there are quite hostile. They don't like
druid.
civilization. I believe there's only one safe town over there where they don't outright attack you. But there's still a chance, there's still a risk that they will when you're outside of it. Be on your guard. Wouldn't want my friend Cassie to end up in trouble now.
No, I think
A strong wind could
that's
take him
probably
down,
best.
so...
Yeah, but he's too adorable to kill. Keep him safe.
Not sure the people who he covers in molasses will agree, but yes. We will
Well, you know,
attempt to keep it safe.
molasses does have its uses.
Annoying people being one of them, yes.
Yes. Making
Making
molasses
werewolves
boil
sticky.
is very interesting as well. People don't like boiling molasses.
Ooh, it's a good idea. I'm gonna have to tell Cass about that one. Because the molasses, I could walk through it with no problem, but if it was boiling,
So basically Cassie needs to learn the fireball spell so he can put molasses all over people and then set them on fire so they have boiling sugar all over them.
I mean, if you have anything that you can turn very hot, you don't need to have a large fireball exploding everything, because then it might just dry out. But let's say you have something that heats it up slowly but surely. Maybe you put molasses in a kettle, I don't know, and you boil it, and then pour it at someone.
Well, his molasses doesn't stick around for that long. It always turns into freaking flowers or some random bullshit afterwards.
Ah, Nethir's Mischief. That's an interesting spell. I love that one. It's adorable. Many people underestimate it. It's a very basic spell, but used in the right situations, it can be a nightmare. As can any spell,
Yes,
of course.
yeah.
Even Prestidigitation is probably the most useful spell ever. Have you ever been annoyed by a mosquito for an entire night?
Guessing we're
Prestidigitation.
about to be.
Prestidigitation, you can use it to make tiny sounds and effects. What about the sound of a mosquito for an entire night? That's
Yeah,
how you drive someone insane.
I like to use Mage Hand and just make it invisible and just poke, but like a mosquito is there.
I mean, that also works. I would say Mage Hand is a little bit more clumsy, but it still has very good uses. Of course. Not as elegant.
You best hope there's no mosquitoes bugging me in the desert, because I will murder you.
Oh, there is no mosquitoes in the desert. When you come to the jungle, though, have fun.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Also, make
Do
sure...
you sell insect repellent?
I do, actually, yes. You will need
Oh,
it.
you do?
Yes, of course. You realize how many mosquitoes there are in the jungles? With diseases?
Okay, so like, what type of insect repellent do you sell?
Well, we have one for against mosquitoes. That's the general one. I guess I guess we have one for ants as well. But I don't think ants are as a big of a problem. Unless you find a giant ant colony, of course. Then that's going to be a problem. I don't think the repellent will work on that. Be careful of giant ants, by the way. They burn and kill and sunder.
Just the mosquito one.
All right. So one of these should be enough for roughly a week per person. Do you want one per person? Or do you want more?
Yeah, I'll buy one for everybody.
And how many are you exactly?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Would the leaning need one? Or would the fair be enough?
Does it work on scale? Does mosquitoes work on scales?
They do, but it is harder for them to penetrate scales. Same as beings with thicker skin, like Leonin, for example. It's slightly harder, but it still works. So if you have a Leonin friend or anything like that, you probably need one for them as well. Also, didn't you have like a displaced beast or something like that?
Yeah.
What is a displacer beast, a badger, a lizard, and a dog?
I don't think we have to worry about the lizard.
Well, you should probably worry about the displacer beast and the dog, especially, and the did you say badger? I was gonna say hamster, but badger, yes. I would recommend having one each for them as well.
So that's 10. Just give me 20 vials.
All right, that would be 20 gold pieces.
Okay.
So this is something you drink. So make sure your animal friends drink it as well.
Lovely. Does it taste? What does it taste like?
Think.
Is it like minty?
Think peppermint mixed with dish water and burning sulfur.
Bottle up, pinch the nose.
It doesn't taste well at all.
Joy, my dog's gonna love that.
But when you've been drinking it, it should last for 7 days. And you will have this just tiny hint of an odor that removes mosquitoes from you. A little smoky smell.
No, then I'll take the vials, and then I'll.
This is gonna be fun to make a Jera drink.
Well, if she doesn't drink it, she can always deal with mosquitoes, and then we'll see how long it takes for her to want to drink it.
Yeah. Did it work well to give back the dagger?
What dagger?
Thank you. Good. Then we ignore that for the future. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now you're always
Be
welcome
nice.
back to the Emporium. If you need any
Thanks for the-
more items.
Repairing. And nice to see you, Adam. Nice to see you,
We will.
Nice to see
Thank
you
you for
too.
everything.
P. And I've got to go and wake up a wizard with a endless decanter of water. And he walks out.
Say hi from me.
Will do.
We will.
So, you've been having this wonderful shopping time. Nessa and let's see. Yeah, Nessa. You wake up.
The dwarf, right?
You wake up
Yeah,
and
so like-
Belegar is currently eating. Get some breakfast for him and Stoffel. What are you doing, Nessa?
Well, I'm going to take my time to come downstairs and then I'm going to go straight for breakfast.
Alright. You can see Stoffel swimming in the fountain.
I'm assuming I noticed that the locals aren't really that bothered,
Yeah.
so I'm not really that bothered either. And I'm just gonna sit myself down on the table and look around to see how I order breakfast.
Hesek kind of looks at you and just points to the table by the dwarf. And says he'll bring some.
Okay, so I will just nod and I will go to the table with the dwarf.
It doesn't take long before some more breakfast is served to you. Says, hope you had a wonderful sleep.
The heat's a bit much, but I don't know, you get used to it, I guess.
Yes. Most people get used to it after a month.
Hopefully I'm not around for a month.
Well, that would be a shame. You seem to be good customers after all. But I would understand wanting to escape the heat. It's not for everyone.
No, when you wear this stuff, and I kind of like glance down at my armor. Unfortunately, it's a bit warmer than normal.
There are ways to deal with that.
I'm all for hints.
Well,
Unfortunately, I don't have spells like Gust of Wind or anything like that that would be able to help me.
well, I do believe you have a wizard in your group. So there are some magic spells that could allow you to cool your clothes, I guess. There are some magical items that allow you to resist heat a bit more. So, but those can be a bit expensive here. It's very sought after items, and usually not really in stock, so you have to special order it.
Well, I don't think that's going to be an option, but thank you for your advice.
Anytime. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Before he goes, one more thing. Do you do water refills?
Of course.
And I hand him my water flask and say, can I get this refilled?
Sure. He refills it.
Thank you.
It's ice cold as well.
Yeah, okay. Hopefully the water skin will keep it ice cold.
Probably not, but
No,
it should be
Leave
cold
it
for a
up.
while at least.
hopefully long enough.
Yes. Well, if there's anything else you need, just give me a shout. And he walks back to the bar.
I just nod and kind of like look to Belligar, I guess, and go, morning. I
Belligar?
guess he's asleep, but yeah, he was asleep.
Yep. Nessa, you said morning.
Yeah, I guess that's good morning.
I take it everybody else is either asleep or ignoring me, I guess.
Yeah,
Good talk. I'll start eating breakfast.
Yep.
Expect conversation from a dwarf.
That's right.
I
Too hot for the dwarf.
Aye. Beer?
But eventually you see Null and Rickon return, and around the same time there's a hired Cass and Marber coming down.
Hey,
Cass will-
Cass. Get a load of this little thing, and I kind of like lift it up. I say, stream, and 1 gallon of water just.
Make a dex save.
In theory, I'm good at those. In theory. Like I said, in theory.
In reality, you're shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna use telekinetic and just move you to the side of it then.
I would say because of that dexterity save and Null's involvement, you get the stream straight in your face.
That works
let's-
better.
That, yes. Mm-hmm.
So in other words, it just looks like Null pulled Cassie into it.
And so basically, Cassie just go like this, and Null just pulls you like this. So
Yeah.
you get it straight in your face.
You see Cass blink for a moment, just.
You like?
Well, I'm not. Well, at least I'm not drenched in sweat anymore, thank you. And
Fresh water. And I wink. This is going to help us in the desert.
right, you
I
see.
He says hello.
Oh,
Yes.
wait. How long was I asleep for? How?
The lock and then key Emporium is literally in every town. I believe there's some form of gate, doorway spell.
No.
Yeah.
Right.
And I asked, they couldn't provide travel through the store.
That was my next question. Why did we
Must
have
be
to go?
paid a lot of money.
Yeah, it seems like if we go through the door, we go back, we get back to where we were. So,
Right.
but I got Belligar's package. Here are
Yes.
some bolts.
Oh god, we've got your balls. Finally, we found them.
Oh yeah, and if anyone but Belligar opened this, it can explode. So I'm gonna put it in front of Belligar and move away.
Yeah, Cass is
More
going
her?
to. I'm just going to see Cass make a slight hand movement and then open his hand, and 3 tiny snowballs are going to go hurtling towards Rickon as I use shape water to make the water droplets into snowballs. It won't hurt him, it's just more like, yeah, fun.
We can make a dex save.
He was gonna go outside. I stalked him a little bit and heard him. Just for fun.
Oh, wait. Wait. So you met Victoria Key at the Lock and Key.
And Adam.
Ah, I would have loved to be there.
Yeah, I didn't know it was the same fucking store. It's amazing.
Oh, I mean, yeah. That is some high level magic. Not surprised though. Now I need to make a trip as well. Damn it.
And Rickon
just
managed to dodges the snowballs.
And smacks and I pat him on the head. Bad old reflexes. And I walk off.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
before I go, there you go. I'll give them 2 files. This is for when we go to the Amazon jungle, so no mosquitoes ruin your perfect complexion.
Why 2 though?
Well, one's for 1 week, and if we're there for more than 1 week,
Ah, good
The next
thinking,
song.
yes. Ugh, jungle's more than 2 weeks. Oh, look.
I also got some for the animals of the party. So if Azura doesn't want to be bothered by mosquitoes, she can have one as well. But I'll look at Azura.
Oh, that might not be a problem for too long, depending on her reaction. Cass is gonna wander off and go and ask for breakfast with that cryptic statement.
You can see that Hesek is coming with breakfast, seeing as everyone has started to come down or come back. He's loading up a large plate with different kinds of things to eat for breakfast.
Yep. I'm gonna use prestidigitation to dry off, and then you see like almost like mist coming off from his clothing as he's chilling his shirt.
Nice.
Not too cold because I don't want to have a heart attack, but chilling it.
Cool enough.
Yes.
All you can hear from Marbury is like a sneezing attitude where, like, being an ice dragon and the heat is kind of like that flu-like symptoms are hitting the middle.
Yeah.
Like, just that, like,
Occasionally there's like a hint of steam from your scales, like from the heat.
Now would Marlborough, would heat or cold help with that?
I don't know. And he's not used to this, so he's proper grouchy and like just doesn't. He's still tired, and he's like, I think a bit of cold wouldn't go amiss on this one. I'm not used to
Right.
this type of.
Yeah. I'm gonna touch.
That it. And I get the cancer and I say stream above his head and I just pass out.
At this point, he's being drowned. He's just gonna like relax a little bit, like.
With a lift eyebrow, I'm gonna touch the top of Marbur's, like the vestment, and you can feel like this starts cooling off. So I can apply it to 3 things for 1 hour.
Yeah, frozen water, so close.
Much better. And he's still sneezing, but at least this point he's like not grouchy and not hot and not like. And every time his hood kind of just falls forward, so he's like.
Yep. So, yeah, I'm gonna dig into the breakfast, feeding Sapphire some of it.
On top of
Sapphire,
Nessa, I'm gonna put a gust of wind going down on her to chill her. You need
Thank
it,
you.
right? With the armor?
Yeah, that's a big help.
Yeah, no problem.
Ajira comes down and she does not seem to be bothered by the heat. This is kind of nice. And I see you have food ready for me as well. Oh, great.
Oh yeah, I believe Rick
Oh, yeah, I paid
ordered
for some,
breakfast
yeah.
for you.
Much appreciated, human. Finally, you respect my position. Much appreciated.
Half-elf.
What now?
Only half human.
Humanoid, human, thing.
Please tell me he sneezes all over Jared, just like freezes out.
Are you having a cold? Or is that a... Or is it a warmth?
I haven't quite figured this one out. I'm still making notes.
Yeah, the cold is much more bearable than the heat, but we have a cold internal energy, right?
Well, it's kind of nice, I think. A lot of displacer beasts in these parts, I believe.
And you should feel right at home.
Right. Can they also talk, or are you special?
It is rare. Some can, but most don't. Whether they can or cannot is hard to tell.
Just make sure they don't eat us, and we will keep you fed. And your slave will get you meat. And I'm looking at.
Or maybe we could find a nice colony of displacer beasts for her to join.
Cass gives first Null a death glare, and then just lifts his finger and points to Rickon. Like, yeah, that idea.
I'd consider it, but displacer beasts cannot do what you can. I'll consider it.
Just as a point of fact, at this point, Marv was getting all different instruments out on the table because he's going to be doing different tests to figure out what it is that's making him sneeze.
Otherwise, I could also go back to your new home as well. I don't have to always accompany you.
Yeah,
I
but
mean-
right now I believe it's a 2-week boat ride.
Unless you manage to convince Victoria Key to take you through a door.
Yeah, but I think she said the door was only for her. If she was going to use some teleportation circle, it's going to cost.
Oh yeah, no. Teleportation circles are expensive.
Yeah, because she mentioned Adam could only get through the door
Right.
back home, and because she made it, she could use any door. I didn't really get how that worked.
Oh, it's not magic I'm familiar with, so I wouldn't know.
No.
Probably something she invented herself.
Yeah. Then if we want interpretation circle at home, it's gonna cost a lot.
Hmm.
But I'm worth it, am I not?
Oh yes, you are.
Good boy. Girl thing.
Rickon looking very like what? No.
But giving Rickon a glance that just means keeping her happy so she doesn't do anything.
She just don't think she's. That's not saying that in character, but out of character, if it does anything. Bye bye, Dispersive Beast.
Well, Asoy was apparently completely absent for the past week or something, because fuck boats in general. Yes, he does say that out loud.
Yep.
What are the plans? Because my brain was not on at all yesterday.
Whoa.
We're gonna wait for the other Kit Kat as a guide.
Wait,
Alright. Yeah, we need to wait for that cat to. If she doesn't appear, we'll just go ourselves.
No.
I'm not too bothered.
At that point, you can actually see said cat get inside. And,
Immediate rumbling from Rickon as she appears. Oh, for fuck's sake. She actually should.
Airshot. Moses is gonna say, the kitty cat.
Call me Kitty Cat. Again. And let's see what happens.
My dear God, how have we got another Ajira in the group?
I don't know, but she doesn't like to be called cat, so I want to call someone cat. So now, your cat.
Why my cat? I don't even.
Her.
no, if you show me your mother's lair, you can call me anything you want.
Yeah, well, if I show her that layer, I don't think you're gonna be called anything.
Fair. Although,
Depends how charismatic Cassie can be. You may end up calling him Daddy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The last time someone made that joke, they were incinerated.
Oh, I think that's a bit of a sore subject for now. All the bards he's had to deal with over the years.
Oh no, not for me. Mother incinerated the person that made the joke.
Oh, she doesn't like the bad jokes, so she hasn't hacked up with a ridiculous amount of bads.
Yeah, she doesn't like the dad jokes, more like. She might like Ness.
Well,
And the
well
Kit
then.
Kat.
Well,
so I am supposed to guide you. And I've gotten it approved from my parents.
you have to
How?
ask your parents.
Well, my father is the leader of our group. So I need to make
Okay.
sure I'm allowed to leave and make sure there's nothing else I need to do beforehand. And
Any quest we can take on the road that might pay some good money? You know any? Or when we
Well,
get to the come back?
if you want any additional quests for some money, there's always the notice board near the bazaar. Should be at least a few jobs over there that you can take. Some pay very little, but some pay really well.
Can we check them out? I'm all just gonna say to the group before we leave.
Sure.
I don't mind.
All right, I'll take you there.
Thank you. Do you want breakfast?
Already ate. Well,
Oh.
if you're ready,
Let's go.
Jensha nods and walks out. And leads you to the bazaar. And you can see just by the entrance where you enter towards the Lock and Key Emporium, you see this large notice board with at least 7 different notes. Some of them are just like simple jobs, like cleaning, rat hunting. That doesn't really give a lot of money, like anywhere between 5 silver to 2 gold pieces. But you see that there's at least 3 jobs that seem to be of some interest. One says, in need of scorpion tails. Will pay 25 gold pieces per tail. For more information, talk to General Aziz. Another one says leathers needed. For more information, talk to General Aziz. And you also see need a group of people for an archaeological investigation. 300 gold up front to the right group. 1500 gold upon finished. Plus additional payment in form of objects or money or loot. For more information, talk to General Aziz.
I think we need to talk to General Aziz.
I recognize that name. Why?
Who is he, Jensha?
Aziz. He's the commander of the guards, I guess you could say. He is very high up in the military and commands all the respect of any guards and military you see in the city. If you need any job, he is the one to talk to, and if you break the law, he's probably the last one you're gonna see. Unless the king himself wants to watch, of course. Sultan.
Oh, of course.
Pharaoh. Either way, he is the law. I guess you could say. But he's pretty cool.
Out of character, I recognize that name. They didn't.
Darius mentioned
Darius mentioned him, yeah.
Said that he was somewhat equal to him
Yeah.
in that regard, and he would mention your group to him and recommended seeking him up.
I can't find it in my notes. I know I wrote it down, but yeah. Too many notes. Yeah. Remembering that Cass would remind him, like, didn't Master Quentin mention something about a General Assis?
Yeah.
I mean, if he's good in his books, he should be fine in ours. The Sultan, however, I think we're hearing mixed things about.
This archaeological dig, you don't think that's the same temple we are gonna go to?
Well, if we're lucky.
Yeah, only if we're lucky. But if not, we could potentially hire an archaeologist there to help us find Diva Temple. Surely they'd have knowledge of that.
Yeah, and we might run around and find some scorpions on the way, so maybe we should talk to him before we leave.
Yeah.
Maybe he wants this place based.
Well, the one hide sold really well.
Right?
Well, I'll take you to General Assis at least. And do you know what this temple is named? The one you're looking for?
Huh?
Do you know any name or any description of this temple you're looking for?
Well, the description we got was ancient, decrepit, middle of jungle. Probably swarming with cultists.
Did it say the heart of the jungle?
Amazinga jungle.
Yeah, the Amazinga jungle.
Amazinga.
Did it say anything about the heart of the jungle?
That sounds familiar.
Sounds familiar.
Yes, that's yeah.
We need to start writing things down.
Casper brings out his book like, I've made too many. I can't find them.
Oh yeah.
Margaret at this point goes, I've made notes, just not any that would be beneficial, and pockets his book and like really shoves it into.
Yes, unfortunately, different animals' genitalia is not helping us.
One day that'll be really popular opinion, and for scientific fact, I disagree. I wholeheartedly disagree. That conversation is for a different time. This blasted cold thing.
Yensha looks at you and says, I have heard of this temple. I don't know much about it. We're gonna need some sort of help. But let's talk to General Assis and
General Assist. Is he?
Not the one who said it.
General Assistant Manager.
General.
I mean, he is the assistant to the
Oh, excuse me.
general manager.
The General Assistant Manager.
So we're heading in that general direction?
Well, the general is in that direction, generally speaking. And Jensha leads you. And you come into this large square. And you see you're just beside this massive pyramid of pure crystal glass.
That's gonna be bright.
And it is very bright. It is very bright, and it's very secure. Like, there's a lot of muscular people at the doors. You can see very rich people, rich-looking people going inside and out. Some are being thrown out, and some are welcomed in or not let in at all. And on the other side of the street, you see this larger tower going upwards to the sky, reaching like a really high spire. And by the door to that, you see this massive minotaur. Probably above 10 feet, maybe even more. Is wide as maybe 2 or 3 people, maybe 4 even. Muscular, fully plated armor in gold and white. Standing there, leaning against the wall with arms crossed. With a very grumpy face. Just looking at the general population. And this is what you see.
At the general Aziz. Oh, he was the general.
Yes. And as your group is walking up, he kind of perks up his look and inspects you all and meets you up in the street. And kind of walks up to you and looks at everyone, inspecting you all. So, Jensha, what is this group you're bringing? And Jensha kind of looks up at him and says, well, I am to guide them to the Azimanga jungles, so they wanted to earn some extra money, and you had some quests or jobs at the notice board. Maybe some more information on the temple in the heart of the jungle as well, maybe. And he kinda looks at your group again and can't tell you much about that temple, but I can tell you about the jobs. Which ones were you interested in?
Well, we were interested in that archaeological dig to begin with. And then on the way there, if at all possible, to bring you those leathers and stingers you mentioned.
Ah, yes. That could be arranged. He takes out a bag from his side and he takes out a bundle of papers. Let's see. Leathers. Yes. So there's one person who wants leathers specifically from crocodiles, river crocodiles. Lives in the jungle.
Wait.
And hippos.
Ooh.
Both very dangerous. But it's also very well paid.
Right.
The crocodiles we could deal with. The hippos. Oh.
Well, would I actually know? Would Cass actually know that hippos are generally seen as more dangerous, at least in our world?
Make a nature check.
Nature. We have 17.
Hippos are very dangerous. Incredibly so. Crocodiles in general are a joke comparison.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm going to assume that the pay for hunting down incredibly dangerous beasts for their hides is pretty high.
Yes.
Right.
So there's a rough sum per leather, since it's kind of based on the quality and size of each piece of leather or skin that you can get from these creatures. But anywhere between 50 250 gold pieces per piece of leather from a crocodile. And we're talking giant crocodiles. If it's normal crocodiles, it is a bit less. It's about 25 to 75 gold pieces each. If you manage to kill a hippo or two, the minimum is 500 gold pieces for the hippo.
How rare are hippos? I don't precisely want to be going into the Amazinga jungle when the druids are aggressive, and then them seeing us come in with a bunch of rare hides that we've poached.
That's why the pay is so high, because the druids will not approve, obviously, since they are protective of everything nature, no matter the reason. Hippos are very dangerous, which is it's important to keep their numbers down. Make sure they don't wander and kill people that are traveling innocently. So you need to cull some of them either way. But the druids are not really approving of that. So you might end up with some druidic resistance. If you do, preferably solve it peacefully, if possible. If not possible, do whatever you want. They are not our concern.
Got it.
This temple or archaeological site you wanted to explore, where is that? Is it in the desert or jungle? Because we were looking
yes.
for a temple in the jungle.
The archaeological excavation. So there's, which is the same temple you're looking for, probably in the heart of the jungle. There is this odd archaeologist who seems to have found clues on the location of a mysterious temple that it resides somewhere in the Amazon jungle. and it's said to contain a jewel. Some people call it the God Jewel. A massive blue diamond-like, sapphire-like gem with what seems to be some sort of crown on it in gold. And the Sultan has demanded it to be acquired. So, of course, the Sultan, King Pharaoh, will pay this extra well. So first, you will get 300 gold pieces up front as a group. And then there's 1500 on completion. And if you find any other loot, be it in form of gems, gold, stash, magical items, you may keep them, although I will say that it is required that you register your findings in case the Sultan demands anything of that as well. But generally speaking, the Sultan is very generous and will make sure that you are properly paid. So if there's something he wants that you'd rather not be given away for free, he will of course reimburse you for anything he demands besides the God Jewel. There is a map with very little descriptions, but there are some hints. So you will get as much as I can on this temple. And yeah. I think that's about it. Oh, also regarding the scorpion tails, it's 15 gold pieces per tail. They need both small scorpion tails and giant scorpion tails. So if you find giant scorpions, be it small or big, go ham. The bigger ones are 20 gold pieces, so 15 and 20. Anything else from the scorpions you may keep, be it to salvage poison, carapace, blood, legs, meat, whatever you do with them is up to you.
Well, as someone who knows these jungles, what would you recommend we take? I do believe we got... Rickon, what was that vial you got us?
Insect repellent.
Well, aside from... That is a brilliant idea. Aside from insect repellent, what would we need?
I mean, you will be given digging tools, shovels, picks, in case you need it for any excavation needs. You shouldn't have to, but just in case. I don't know, it's really up to you. I don't really know your competence
I can summon a hut that lasts for 8 hours.
Oh, yeah. Maybe someone sent a letter. They will send someone called Darius to you.
Oh, I see. So you're that group.
Yes, we're that.
Hello.
Scarlet Company.
Yes, and we heard a name what might not be the best name to say out loud.
Yes, a very unfortunate name.
Yeah, well,
Now,
he chose it. It was a family name from him.
it is fine for now. If it wasn't for Darius writing to me, you'd all been arrested and interrogated and investigated properly. But seeing as I was informed of you way before your arrival and how newly created your company is, we saw no reason to suspect you for now. But if we find any suspicious actions or words being said or spread, don't do it in my city, or I'll be arresting you. And arresting you would be not so pleasant in this town.
No, I heard that.
And if you see any rebellious people, I'll give you a hefty reward for each head. As long as you can prove that they were members of any rebellious factions here. I'm sure Gensha can inform you more about those, but...
Yeah, no rebellious as of yet, but we saw some thieves at the dock yesterday. Gensha might have
you were
already
behind that.
reported that.
Much appreciated for dealing with the thieves, or bandits, if you will.
Yeah, well, they started attacking us when they saw us. So?
Well, you know what? Since you dealt with it, and he grabs his pouch, and he looks at you guys and counts how many you are. Right. Here you go. And he hands over 10 platinum each.
Oh, thank you very much.
Just as a show that if you do good, good comes back. If you do
Cass
bad,
is about
bad comes back harder.
Cass is about to have a heart attack. Just okay.
Well then. And he hands another 300 gold pieces. And says, so, who will take care of this? Who's the responsible one in your group?
I can give the 300 gold to Nessa. They are her
Mhm.
money.
Okay.
And who of that is you?
That'll be me.
He hands over.
Nessa will step forward and take it.
All right. So here's the map. It should have instructions of how to reach this temple with landmarks and small hints and whatever. It's not great. But if you
who had the
succeed-
cartographer case?
I think that would be Marber.
Then I give the map to Marber.
It should have everything you need there. And here's the mine picks and the shovels. He hands out several of them to you. You get 3 in total of each. And anything else you need? You do have a guide who knows how to survive the jungles. Does any one of you speak with animals?
I do.
You might need that skill.
Yeah.
Both to
And I
talk
think,
to
the dwarf also.
feral druids as well as aggressive animals. Not only to calm them down, but you could potentially gain clues or leads from them. Yeah, I believe that's it. Also, you probably need something to carve the skin off the animals if you kill any. If you have any harvesting kits or anything like that, daggers or something.
Well, daggers we have a lot of.
We might
Yeah.
use leatherworking tools.
Leatherworking tools would be great.
Oh.
They have daggers or knives that are specifically made for tanning, which normal daggers are not really made for. Can be used to do it with, but you probably want a skinning knife at least. Proper tanning things. Especially since it's gonna rot as well if you leave it in the heat, which you can't really escape, I guess.
Indeed. So I lost my train of thought. Well, since we wouldn't need a tent per se, and I'll turn to the rest of the group and just, how do we look on rations? Oh, I have 3.
I've got 10 plus my. All I need is water.
Right.
Well, I have 5 that we can use for today. Afterwards, they're gonna spoil, and otherwise I have 15.
I have 6.
And I'm gonna turn back to the general
We're
and
gonna
just.
hunt something.
Yes.
We might eat
Uh,
also.
I hope that we won't be in any trouble with your government if we were to hunt on our way.
I don't know how much you know, but snakes, jackals, and cats are all holy creatures. Which means if you kill any one of them or even hurt them, it means death penalty.
Right.
But scorpions and alligators we can hunt and eat.
Yes. It's just jackals, cats, and snakes. Those are holy. So don't hunt any of those.
Second question. Are displacer beasts included in that?
Because she says she's not a cat. She doesn't like to be called a cat.
Displacer beasts are not necessarily cats. However, they are related to cats in a way. So they are revered, but they are not holy. So you're free to kill them.
Right. On a slightly related note, would his holy person, Sultan Pharaoh, I'm sorry, I'm not from here, I don't know his whole full title, would he be interested in a displacer beast?
He already has about 20. I don't think he needs more.
That's a shame. We have
that
one who
one that
can
can
speak.
He does not.
I missed Emma's question.
Yes, if he has anyone that can talk.
Well, so happens that we picked one up. And
Hey, Jenna, you want to live a good life?
I don't kneel to anyone.
oh, I know that. I was more thinking you would likely be treated like the divine being you are in a pharaoh's palace. Instead of having to track up muck on the way to a jungle.
From the outside, Jasper, she is gonna insult the Sultan and get killed immediately if we leave her.
Roll a persuasion check.
Where are we? There we
Get
go.
rid of the cat.
Looks that way, doesn't it?
Yes.
No, it's a 14.
That might still work. 14's pretty good.
But I'm gonna miss her if
Why
she leaves.
should I?
Well, it's your choice, obviously.
Are you trying
just
to get
felt-
rid of me?
Not for now, no. I was just thinking that your fur would be ruined in the jungle.
Spacer Beast loves jungles.
Mud, muck, water.
Follow Cassie and rule the world together in the future.
Again, your choice. It's not like I can force you to do anything you don't wanna.
It's good. This goes good. Reverse psychology, yes. I think it's her idea. Yes.
I have some demands. If they are filled, I shall accept this suggestion.
Right.
Cassie, don't make it stupid. I don't want to because place her here.
Well, she has to demand them from this guy, not us. I'll just look at the other guy.
He looks at you and then looks at Ajira. What's your demands? I demand being called a queen. I demand jewels. I demand being given the best food there is. I demand being treated like a queen, higher than even his own wife and concubines. I demand being revered as a goddess. And anyone needs to be kneeling to me, with only the exception of this king, pharaoh, or sultan. He may not.
Basically, you want to be second in command of the country.
No. I want to be the commander. I won't take no for an answer.
She wants your job.
I think she wants the sultan's job. I mean, I agree. Not sure the sultan will.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Null, in your mind, because I just realized I have a message. You would see, first you will see Cass just touch his earring for a moment, and then in your head you hear, 2 birds, 1 stone. We don't have to worry about her, and she would be in a good position for later.
Yeah, Noel has also some trouble keeping thought to himself.
Yeah.
Or herself. That's why a lot of stuff comes out in blurs.
He says, well, those that are currently in the castle, they are treated well. They're given better food than even us, the guards. But I don't think the Sultan would agree on letting you be the ruler. And such obscene words and thoughts would probably end up in you being very disciplined and probably, if not executed, maimed.
Why not take her for a trial run? If it doesn't work, we will take her with us.
I will ask the Sultan to not maim or kill her for now, and give forward her demands and see if he agrees. However, she will be disciplined if it doesn't fall in taste with the Sultan's liking. And should you come back and you want her back and the Sultan does not want to give her away, we'll consider reimbursing. I can't promise anything.
Whatever his magnanimousness decides.
Alright, we'll take care of her for you for now. And she kind of looks at your group and says, I'll accept this for now. Don't make me regret it.
Oh, I'm sure they will treat you like... Oh, in all the ways you deserve, Ajira.
Remember,
Much better than we could.
they have 20 other pieces. He whispers to you.
Yes, but you're the only one that can speak.
Which means
You will rule them all.
I will rule them. I will rule as much as I can. And if you, or your group, angers me, remember to displace the beasts was troubles.
Again, Cass will touch his earring and just Jira will hear in her head, that's the idea.
Ah. I guess I like your thinking.
What's going on right now? Can someone explain? Is Cassie trying to kill the Sultan? Is he trying to get Azura? What, we don't know anything about the Sultan yet. Other than he's kind of, you know.
No, but the Sultan wants the sapphire that we want.
Wait, he does? Wait, is that the sapphire we want?
Probably.
No, we want to destroy the crown, right?
We want to destroy the necklace with the sapphire. And the Sultan wants the sapphire.
So the sapphire can destroy the crown. Is that right? When was we told that?
As far as I understand it, the sapphire is part of the necklace we need to destroy.
Oh, was it like that?
Or something like that.
Yeah, we need it, and we need to destroy stuff, so the Sultan shouldn't have it.
Wait. The cultists are looking for the stone.
It is said to be able to use to destroy the necklace.
Yeah.
Okay, I was right from the beginning. Yeah. And the problem is, does it use it when we destroy it?
We don't know.
No.
But the Sultan wants it. And as far as if I remember correctly, we were also told that whatever that jewel was, it can be used to poison water or cause disease in water. So we don't want it in the Sultan's hands. Unless, we don't want to help the rebels and we just want to leave Sedecia without causing any issues. But if we have an army of 20 displacer beasts on our side, I don't see why we can't just overthrow the Sultan.
Yeah. But gonna ask the regional, but where is this archaeologist that was gonna help us?
Oh, that's the map. That's his help. He's not allowed to leave the palace. For obvious reasons. Can't have just any people go do this for us.
Of course.
We don't want to have it end up in the wrong hands. And as Darius recommended you, I see no worries in trusting you with this endeavor.
As far as I know, we have done nothing to make Darius think less of us.
Keep it that way. And maybe I'll even arrange an audience with the Sultan Feral King and make sure you are properly rewarded and recognized for your efforts. The Sultan is very generous for those who do him right.
Of course.
Yes.
Now, I have a very busy job. I have given you way too much time for my liking. But if there's anything else you need, feel free to come by. Otherwise, Good luck with your endeavor. And may the Sultan's eye watch over you.
And you. And Cass will... I'll give a rather polite bow and then turn around. Start walking away.
Jira kind of looks at you and gives you a hint of a nod. You catch that it's a nod of some sort.
Yep. He's got Cass nods back, just half smile across his face, just excellent.
Yansha just goes, well, seems like you got some jobs to do, while also doing what you were supposed to do at the same place. And conveniently enough, I have a bounty over there as well. Might as well just do everything in one big stone. Crushing everything beneath it. So, let's go. Or is there anything else you need before we leave? Great. Because I am bored as fuck of standing here in the middle of the street. Let's do some adventuring. And she leads you towards the edge of the city walls, where you see there's a lot of guards. Quite a lot of guards for just the gate. You can see roughly maybe 30 guards. And they are seeing you out. There's some caravans coming in. Some caravans going out. You can see some mountains in the south. And this large river leading southward. And the road seems to be accompanying it for a while. And Yansha says, this journey will take roughly 3 days before we reach the jungle. There is one village or town inside Amisanga where we can get some rest and probably resupply for some rations or other things. But that's our last safe spot. If you have any questions, feel free. But
Just if we see any scorpions, let's destroy them.
yes,
So we don't have to use our rations and can take their stingers.
also be on your guard, be on your lookout, because there's a lot of different creatures out here in the desert. Both coming from the river, the trees, the mountains, and the sand. Some even coming from the Underdark or from the sky. So,
I will state that if you guys want to hunt hippos and crocodiles, you can, but I will be joining you on that. It's just not my thing hunting animals. Sentient evil creatures, sure, but I'm not really much of a poacher.
I don't think this is regarded as poaching, as this is sanctified by...
It's to the druids.
Yes, I guess. But remember that they are very hostile towards any civilization.
If they attack us, I will defend myself. Is that good enough?
The druids are in the jungle, right? Not the desert.
There are some in the desert as well. Like, there are desert druids. There are also some from the jungle that are hiding in the desert and waiting for ambushes as well. It's not impossible.
I'm guessing if we find any large oases or anything, there's probably a druid defending it. There'll be hotspots for animals to go there, and hotspots for people to go there to hunt animals.
Yeah, I mean, there's big chances to stumble upon druids or animals. I'd recommend be on your guard, because most animals are peaceful, of course, but there are some that are aggressive and will attack on sight. As long as you're close enough.
What about the flying kind? What's the largest flying creatures you've got here?
Rocks.
Rocks. As in
Big bird. Very big.
Yeah, okay.
Although...
Would they go for something as small as a crow?
Wait, you said big bird. So it's a freaking big yellow bird.
The rock.
Rocks are...
It's a joke.
Yeah.
the size of, like,
Big
dragons, aren't they?
No, I don't think they're the size of mother.
Those are the biggest. Not common, but occasionally when they fly out to hunt, they are a problem. You can't really outrun one unless you're in the jungle or find a nice cave to hide in.
But also, if we're not large enough, yeah, they probably won't even be bothered with us.
It will prioritize whatever is largest, yes. But if it's finding something easier, it might just take that just because it's easy prey. So just be careful. But otherwise there's, I don't know, vultures, there's other desert birds, there's there has been wyvern attacks occasionally. I think there's supposed to be 1 or 2 dragons on this continent, but I'm not sure. There's generally just myths or legends or stories. It's never sure if there's any viable witness accounts. Like, people go insane in the desert, so, you know. But
We
yeah.
should be good with the decanter. We have a decanter of endless water, so we should be good on not going insane.
That is fine.
At least from first.
Heat could be
Yep.
a problem.
Heat. Maybe we should travel during the night.
You can do both.
When they say heat is going to be a problem, or it's just going to blow a little bit of cold air on them.
It depends. Do
Oh,
you
we
want to
should-
walk in immense heat, or do you want to walk in immense cold?
I mean,
I've always
cold.
preferred the cold.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think more were normal cold.
cold.
Well, I guess we'll travel
see.
for a short while during the day now, and if you're feeling like it's better to travel during the night, we'll do that. But we don't want to delay too much.
Cass's magic dome can keep us cool during the day, so it's probably best we travel during the night. I feel.
All right.
Oh yeah, the sword can shine some light just in case we need it during the night.
All right. Not all of us can see in darkness, or I forgot.
Yes, but I feel like this place is bound to not have much cloud cover, so the moon should provide a fair amount of light.
You're not wrong, but
It's not going to be pitch black.
oh no, it's gonna be very, very dark. It's very hard to see in the night unless you have dark vision.
Cassie, do you have no light?
Oi.
Was that a yes or no?
Yes.
Ah,
I know
sorry. It's like those yay or nay.
Yeah. No, I know that one. Yeah.
Then I think we're good. Because
Well-
I have the fifth. What is it? 30 on the sword.
So do you want to rest now and then travel, or should we try to travel afternoon to early morning and then rest during the day to afternoon?
We go now and we rest afternoon.
We
to
should
the night.
probably try resting midday because it'll be too hot to.
Yeah.
Like when the sun's highest, it'll be too hot to move. So we can just
Oi.
try traveling now for a few hours. But we should then put up a dome and try and get a long rest and then travel.
Because your dome, it ain't opaque, right?
It's the tiny hut spell.
So it can be.
It can be, yeah.
Doesn't need to be good.
So
I know magic, but I don't know all magic.
No, I found this spell a long time ago. It's taken a while to actually master it. It tended to just go whoop, and then fall apart. But no, it should be fine, and it should be a nice, comfortable temperature inside. If I've done it right, it might misfire.
Nice. Because I know some magic I know I woke up and knew it. I don't know how. Other magic I managed to couple together by looking at you and other.
I wonder what that feels like.
Yeah.
Well, let's move as far as we can then until noon. Then we rest. And then we move in the night. Sounds good?
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good.
And if we needed Rickon's water bag, and you could use, what was it, cheap water and make an ice block of it.
I can do that, yep.
So we can have a big ice block if we need it.
Alright. Let's get going then. And that's where we're gonna end tonight's session.
I was just about to say, can I make a wisdom saving check to see if I can find a map in my map of shortcuts? See if we can cut our time in half.
Sure, do it.
Wisdom saving.
And when Jen says that knowledge one,
No,
show
don't
away
find one.
to the cat.
DC 15, and I got 10.
Yeah. I don't think you made it.
Oh.
So for now, no. But yeah, with that we're gonna end tonight's session as the group is walking into the warm desert. And hopefully next week will be full crew. And yeah.
That should be fun.
Yeah.
And Jen said we called the Kit Kat 3 times, 2 more than she wanted.
Yep.
So that's 3 more than she wanted?
No, I used 1. Then she threatened null. Then I used it 2 more times.
Yeah, so that's 3 more than she wanted.
Yeah, but 2 after she said no, just to see how far he could stretch it. And the funny thing is, Lilith ain't here.
Yeah, I'll leave it up to Lilith. So she can be however vengeful she wants to be next time, I guess. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll be back next Saturday with some more Calamity of Astralia. Tomorrow we'll be back with some Shattered Pieces, which is themed by the Hopeless Nerd or Gas, who's over there, playing Nessa, but he's the Dungeon Master in that one. So check that out as well. And on Tuesday we have Return of the Sun. No, we don't. We have a break. Although we are considering making a one-shot with some witch hunters, which could be fun.
Then my question is the one shot streamed?
Yes, I'll stream it probably. It will be following. Away with you, bot. It will be following Saint and Nicolo as they're going on vampire hunting. So that will be interesting. So hopefully you'll come by and check that out. It's not certain if we'll play this week. I'm gonna try and finish all the prep I've been working on, but I won't know until sometime tomorrow or possibly on Monday, latest. Since on this Tuesday Lupo can be with it, but he can next one, so I want to try to allow him to get in on this as well. But yeah, that's basically all I have to say right now. So we're gonna rate out after we do favorite moments. So let's start with let's try with you, Nessa, since you are bombarded by kids at the moment. Let's try and get you first so we get that past us. Are you there, Gas? Who are you playing? What was your favorite moment? Are you able to?
And it seems like Nessa has left the party already.
Oh, yeah, he double dashed already. In that case, being double dashing away, who is just as fast? That is Null. Null, who are you playing? What's your favorite moment?
I'm Emil or Fate of Night. I'm playing Null, the rogue, sorcerer, changeling. Favorite moment was with what was it, General Aziz. We never said we were going to accept the quest for the temple or archaeological stuff. He decided that on his own. We just asked about it.
Yep. So now you have it.
Yeah, because I think we are going to need this gem ourselves. Are we going to take this? But here's the money. Okay.
I guess you'll figure that out.
Yeah.
Speaking of figuring things out, Rickon, you figured out that the Lock and Key Emporium was actually the same store, literally. So who are you playing? What was your favorite moment?
I am Jason. I'm playing Lycon, the lycanthrope blood hunter. My favorite moment was probably just finding out that I can is that we get to talk to Adam and Key whenever we want.
Yeah. It's very convenient. I was inspired by Andy's Aurora's Emporium in our Sunday campaign. I thought, yeah, that's a cool idea. Let's do that. Speaking of cool ideas, Cass, who are you playing? What's your favorite moment as you are currently trying to usurp the Sultan?
Well, no, but we did make a plan with the dwarf to help the rebels. And now we have a Jira and 20 possible displacer beasts to help them.
I still don't know anything about the rebels or why they're trying to usurp him or anything.
Yeah.
He's already.
Well, Cass has an innate displeasure and hostile reaction to anyone who endorses slavery.
Yep.
But no, hi, I am Ardana or Joe or you there, though Lilith isn't here, and neither is Cycle. So, I am the GM and channel runner over at the Lorite, and I play Casparino's Day, the instigator wizard.
Yeah. That's about right.
Yeah. And I have two favorite moments, but I'm gonna go with one first. The first one was Stoffel just running straight for the fountain and no one caring.
Yeah.
I was like, there's a badger in the water fountain. Why does no one care? Okay. I'm gonna reserve the second one for later in case someone else takes it.
Yeah. Speaking of badgers, Beligar, who are you playing? What's your favorite moment?
I'm Sirdak, playing Beligar the Ranger. I think my favorite moment was when Cassie tried to sell Aegea.
Oh, that was amazing. I was like, yeah!
Yeah. Like, you want the displacer beast, and Aegir's just standing there like, really?
Noel was like, I want to leave this displacer beast, but I want to keep the displacer beast because it's power. Combat power.
Now imagine if she takes over Sedecia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God, you're like. That's probably worse than the Sultan.
Probably is.
Yeah. Well, speaking of putting someone against their will at someone else's care, just like you put elderly people in elderly care. Marber, who are you playing? What was your favorite moment?
That was a reach.
Yes,
That was awful.
it was. Me.
I'm almost like inclined to just walk away from that moment and just be like, no. Do better.
Never. I refuse.
I am Oopski. I play the resident hothead, cold dragonborn cleric. And my favourite moment is the fact that only Cass and Noel remembered about the rebels, and everyone else around this game was going, the fuck are we trying to get rid of the displacer beast for?
Everyone else is just like happy to get rid of it, while while Cass actually has a plan for it. So
Yeah, Noel didn't know that plan, but got the plan after the message.
yep.
Just all of us stood there looking at Cass going,
Huh?
what?
Oh, he'll explain it to you when we're no longer gonna get beheaded for him explaining it to you.
Yeah.
Marber at this point is like looking at his pipe going, have I genuinely been smoking this too much? Like,
It's about which I believe I have 3 pipes right now.
2 of which are magical and are not to be used unless we're in a scenario that deems them necessary, except he probably will use them next session.
All right. Marlborough's gonna smoke in the tiny hut.
No, Marbo's only allowed to smoke outside the tiny hut. Or
He can
Marbo's
smoke at
going
the door and forget to
inside.
open the door open.
In fair, just technically speaking, you never said he wasn't allowed to smoke inside a tiny hut, just not inside the carriage.
I know. I know. No,
But on top of the carriage, a tiny hut is not a carriage. Just putting it
I'm not
out
gonna
there.
lie, when I heard we were staying in a tiny hut, I saw a loophole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Noel has just been happy that you didn't smoke in the room because you were too tired. And
Yep.
that's why he got a room with you, because you were too tired, so you wouldn't smoke.
By the way, our room would have been ice cold because of the heat. He would have been breathing out cold air all night. Our room would have been ice cold.
The perfect temperature.
Yeah.
He'd have been like on the bed snoring, going.
Yeah.
Speaking of perfect temperature, hello, I am Vitskugga, and I am the Dungeon Master and the streamer of this Twitch channel. And Jesus fucking Christ, that scared the shit out of me. And
You need to do it when the DM is gonna speak, so they lose every concentration.
I mean, it is a good idea, yes. Because then I'm too focused on other things. But my favorite moment, I think, had to be it's a bit hard, but I would say I really, at first I didn't understand it, but then I caught on and realized what Cass was doing when he was trying to get Ajira into the Sultan's palace, and I was like, I'm gonna regret this.
I thought
So, yeah.
she wanted to lose Ajira, but and Ajira is gonna insult the Sultan. We are gonna get killed because we gave Ajira away. And then, but oh,
She's just gonna attempt to kill the Sultan, and then we're going to get assassinated, and then we're
When
gonna
it-
get killed by the
when the
Sultan.
player and the PC at the same time realizes the plot, it's amazing.
Yeah.
We'll come back and it's gonna be Sultan assassinated by
Me?
displacer
Displacer
beasts. The rogue displacer beasts all over the city.
No, it's a rogue changeling.
Ah, funny.
Well, with that, we're gonna end tonight's session. It's getting a bit late, and we're gonna raid out. So, I decided we're gonna raid serotonin, because serotonin is good for you. And also, she's a wonderful streamer. She is currently streaming Content Warning, which is a horror game, I believe. And they are doing a 400 follower celebration. So they're streaming for 12 hours. And if they reach 500 followers, it will become a 24-hour stream. So we're gonna raid the wonderful serotonin. And I want you guys, whoever are watching, to give her love and support and follow her ass into 500 followers, making her stream for 12 hours. And yeah.
Is it now we're gonna ask, when is Wits gonna stream for 24 hours again?
Who knows? I've been considering getting back into gaming streams. The only thing hindering me is generally just me being really fucking tired every day, and also the potato. Mainly the potato, or Happy Meal box as I call it.
And I wanna do a live raid again.
Yeah.
You weren't prepared for a live raid.
Nope. But I'm gonna try and get back into gaming, and I have some plans for games that I'm gonna play as well, so keep an eye out. I just need to figure out when I have most energy and when I'm not too busy, because I like to play games with friends, and sometimes it's not stream friendly to stream with friends, because all friends are not TOS friendly.
What
So.
do you mean?
Yeah, Jason, I'm looking at you. Just
I stream with Terry's, And when we play Baldur's Gate 3, he made his naked character a statue in our camp.
Oh yeah, me and Vitz and another friend, we played the campaign. We haven't played in a long time, but it was called Bold Cookie.
Ah.
I was playing a dragon sorcerer, elf dragon sorcerer, so I didn't need clothes because I have scales.
Mm-hmm.
But this
Yes.
is more fun.
So he ran around naked all the time.
Yeah.
I was like,
It was
I'm having such a hard time keeping this serious. And I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna raid out to Serotonin, give her some love and support, give her a follow, make sure she reaches that goal of 500, and make her stream for 24 hours so we can enjoy her content even longer. Otherwise, I mean, 12 hours is still pretty decent. Give her some love. We'll be back next Saturday. So until next time, stay safe. Good night. And goodbye, everyone.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.